did not see the fight, although I heard he lost every round and Floyd Money Mayweather was whipping him pretty good. I was not there. I did not see it. I do not know. Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
We're talking about $1 billion fight, and you know, I've already, in the sport of boxing, I've already made somewhere upwards of $800 million.
You made money. You're going to make a hell of a lot more money.
But the main thing is, I made smart investments, and I still make millions.
Just Google Floyd's name and the IRS. All the news is out there. He owes jewelers money. There's back paid rent for real estate in New York. It's clear that he is now part of the no money team, which is very ironic. And why is he?
No, I don't know. Normally, people that are well off don't go back into a sport as barbaric as boxing at 48, X, Y, and Z. That's not normal. But everything doesn't have to make sense to me. It just has.
For years, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was the ultimate symbol of boxing wealth, showing off custom diamond watches, luxury mansions, and fleets of exotic supercars. But now that image is starting to crack. Stephen A. Smith recently weighed in on one of the biggest stories surrounding Floyd, bringing fresh attention to claims of serious financial trouble behind the scenes.
No, I'm not coming. I'm not coming out of retirement. I'm retired. I'm an old man. I just look young because I took care of my body. You know, your health is your wealth. I never smoked, never drank. Treated my body good, and I worked extremely hard.
What are you going to do to keep busy in retirement, Floyd?
What I'm doing in retirement, I made smart investments, so I just lay back. Right now, I'm in my, sometimes we call it a castle, sometimes we call it a palace, sometimes we call it a house, sometimes we call it a mansion. Lay back in my house, you know, just cool out, Beverly Hills. You know, it's time to get, you know, Mayweather, it's time for us to get a new gentleman's club out here, Girl Collection LA.
The story centers around a reported $42 million New York real estate deal that allegedly went wrong. Rumors surrounding the claimed loss quickly spread across the internet, creating fresh speculation about Floyd Mayweather's finances. While he continued showing off luxury purchases and his lavish lifestyle on social media, reports claimed serious financial problems were quietly building behind the scenes.
As you can see, I'm about to get on the jet. Headed to Miami, baby. It's your man Floyd Money Mayweather. It's Air Mayweather. We're on our way to Miami. Come with me.
Posts circulating across platforms like Reddit have painted a very different financial picture from the image Floyd Mayweather has long presented in public. Online claims suggest the undefeated champion recently took out a reported $54 million loan carrying a steep 9% interest rate. If those reports are true, many have questioned why someone with unlimited wealth would need financing on those terms. The speculation has only grown with rumors that assets may be getting sold, including claims about his private jet and his custom-built Las Vegas mansion. Whether those reports are accurate or not, they have fueled a narrative that Floyd's financial empire is facing serious scrutiny.
Mayweather never flies commercial. He's only flying private.
So he doesn't own his own plane?
I don't think so. I've never seen a Mayweather plane, like a Drake plane. I've never seen that. Not to say that he doesn't. I don't know Mayweather like that. I've never even met him. So I don't know. I mean, you have a lot of properties. You have a lot of money you're constantly spending.
Right.
I don't know. Remember at one point he said he was buying like the jewelry district building.
Yeah, and they said
that
they
wasn't
said that
true.
Was yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know this man's finance, but this guy told me that Mayweather is in financial problems.
See, here's the shitty part about actually losing your money when you're on that level and you're, you know, kind of like flossing, showing up. Nobody gives a shit. Like there's people actually praying for you to be broke, and then when you do go broke, that's what people are gonna say. Yeah. Oh well, you know, you should have invested better. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna give him any loans. So now, you know, we might see Mayweather doing.
People will give us loans.
Maybe.
You know, listen, he's cozying up to Israel. That's
But
not
the
an
thing
accident.
about it is, he had Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah.
And he was hosting a big, he had Javante Davis under his cars. And so that's a like
Yeah, but
De La
look what
Hoya
happened to
does.
Javante.
Right. So if
Arrested.
you can sustain that, you don't ever have to box again. But now has to take fights because when you floss like Mayweather, you can't go down.
Yeah.
You got to stay right there because people are gonna beat any kind of chinks in your armor if you're not wearing 3 or 4 big $1 million diamond chains.
Non-stop luxury, financial obligations can eventually catch up. Reports have claimed that Floyd Mayweather has faced millions of dollars in IRS tax issues over the years, with figures reportedly reaching more than $20 million. The allegations suggest that while millions were being spent on luxury purchases and high-profile entertainment, tax responsibilities became part of the growing controversy.
But Floyd Mayweather is the one that seems like he needs the money more right now. Our guy, Andreas Hale, wrote a story that is kind of went somewhat viral. That's crazy, the laugh faces. Although Floyd Mayweather Jr. made hundreds of millions of dollars from his professional boxing career and topped the Forbes list as the highest paid athlete from 2012 to 2014, the boxer is said to have been shortchanged and filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Showtime. The lawsuit filed Tuesday, and obtained by ESPN seeks to recover hundreds of millions of dollars, misappropriated funds, and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud, breaches in fiduciary duty, and conspiracy orchestrated by Floyd J. Mayweather's former manager and advisor, Al Heyman, with the knowing and substantial participation and aid of defendants Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza. Mayweather, who's 48, says he is owed at least $340 million and cites a complex web of hidden accounts, unauthorized transactions, and deliberate concealment of financial records as the reason he believes he's been defrauded from those funds. Heyman is not named as a defendant in the complaint, which is interesting because I misspoke and said he sued Al Heyman. He's essentially saying that Showtime and Al Heyman colluded to not pay him with Steven Espinoza, but then he doesn't name Heyman in the suit. Very odd. Anyway, it's a mess, and for those people that always thought that Floyd Mayweather had financial troubles because of the money he owed to the IRS, because of the terrible, terrible business and real estate investments that he's made, and apparently some of these have gone under, and he is owed back rent, or he is owing back rent, and he is delinquent on a lot of payments for a lot of different things right now. These things seem to have added up for Floyd, and now it's pretty apparent that not only is he doing these, bank robbery style exhibitions, but it looks like he absolutely needs to do it, which is very, very sad. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Floyd Mayweather as an individual outside of the ring, but I never want to see athletes have their money mismanaged or mismanage their own money so badly that they go broke in retirement, and it looks like that's kind of what's happening. And here's a snippet from Business Insider because it made me want to pay for the entire article. Business Insider is reporting that Floyd Mayweather could be facing money trouble, citing an estimated $54 million in debt, property foreclosures, multiple lawsuits piling up. Mayweather's attorney strongly denies he's any kind of financial distress, but the headlines aren't slowing down. $54 million alleged dollars in debt. So it makes sense why they would want to do this.
Former friend and rapper 50 Cent repeatedly warned that Floyd Mayweather's lavish spending and enormous lifestyle costs would eventually push him back into the ring. He even publicly claimed that Floyd had once asked him for financial help, although those claims have been disputed.
There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back? But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail.
Right.
So it's like, let him cool his heels before he...
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when... But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardless. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Well, I got to ask you for it.
Right.
And then when he...
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, investing it.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell you how to do that. I didn't tell you to do that. And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face, and he told me to do that.
How did it get to where we started reading just the tweets? Because it seemed like that. Like I would think that y'all could pick up the phone and say, "Hey, man, you know what's going down here," as opposed to, you know, I respect the shooter and fuck boys and you know what I'm saying.
That's not Floyd. Floyd don't tweet.
Wow.
That's not him on Instagram. He got somebody next to him. See, everybody around him's codependent. So they're going to roll with what he says.
As questions about Floyd Mayweather's finances continue to circulate, attention also turned to several controversial business decisions. Mayweather drew criticism for accepting lucrative deals to promote cryptocurrency projects, including the widely discussed CentraCard, which later became the subject of regulatory action. Critics argued he should have been more careful about the ventures he endorsed. The controversy did not end there. Influencer Logan Paul also publicly claimed he was still owed around $1.5 million from their 2021 exhibition bout. Paul further alleged that Mayweather had already secured a separate multi-million-dollar deal tied to the event without his knowledge. Those claims remain disputed, but they added another layer to the growing debate surrounding Floyd's business dealings.
Maybe Floyd Mayweather?
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting Floyd.
Did you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million. Maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just like...
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East. This is my understanding of it. For $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight, bro. Our deal was 15%. He smoked me. So I got 15% of it. 15% of $10 million is $1.5 million. That company that paid him that money is suing him. I actually don't know the status on that lawsuit. I should check in because he still owes me money, but he has a bunch of legal trouble at the moment.
Despite the growing rumors and public speculation, the man behind the Money brand has refused to admit any financial problems. When questioned about the reports surrounding his finances, Mayweather pushed back forcefully, insisting that he continues to earn at an extraordinary level.
If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion, you know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I'm gonna always tell Tay, do what the fuck.
Mayweather continues pointing to his private jets and extensive real estate holdings as proof that his financial position remains strong. His social media has also been filled with posts showcasing his separate fleets of white and black luxury cars, reinforcing the image he has built for years. But those displays have done little to quiet the speculation. Commentators such as Joe Rogan and Shannon Sharpe have publicly discussed the difference between visible assets and actual financial liquidity. They argue that expensive lifestyles, luxury vehicles, and high-profile purchases do not always reflect true financial strength, especially when questions about long-term obligations continue to surface.
And why are we attempting to tease Floyd? Is Floyd Mayweather? Yes, he's broke. Of course he's broke. He's a boxer. That they say can't read. That's not to tease him. They say that he can't read. His best friend at the time said that he can't read, and he never denied it. I don't tease him for it. He was a guy. He grew up in a boxing gym, right? And it's one of these things. You know what you know. You know what you were taught. They didn't teach him about contracts. They didn't teach him about saving. They didn't teach him about investments. Who would have taught him these things? Of course he's broke. He's a gambling addict. He's got baby mamas all over the... What do you mean is he broke? Of course he's broke. What boxer do you know that isn't broke? What a ridiculous question. But it's the fact that they're attempting to tease him. I mean, first off, they're asking the question. Look, I've told you until I'm blue in the face. The numbers that you hear in boxing simply aren't true. Floyd made $1 billion. No, he didn't. Floyd and Conor made $500 million. No, they didn't. Of course they didn't. Nobody's ever confirmed that. Literally nobody. It's the same thing with boxing pay-per-view. whatever boxing pay-per-view is the biggest boxing pay-per-view of all time, it's just whoever put out the press release and lied more than the person before them. These have never been confirmed by leadership of a publicly traded company, who is the one that supplies the pay-per-view. It is illegal for them to lie. You have never heard Time Warner, you've never heard Cox, you've never heard DirecTV, you have never heard an executive come out and confirm any of the absurd pay-per-view numbers that you believe to be true. And it's the same thing with the check. I got $100 million for a fight. Oh, you did? Who signed the check? Whoever signed the check is going to want credit for it. There's never been a time that $1 million check was written and the dude that wrote the check didn't make sure that somebody found out he wrote the check. So who wrote the check? Floyd's got a whole bunch of them, apparently. He got $1 billion. Who wrote?
The ongoing financial speculation has also fueled debate about Floyd Mayweather's return to the ring. While some critics claim his comeback is driven by money rather than legacy, Mayweather has not publicly said that financial pressure is the reason. What is confirmed is that he is planning a busy exhibition schedule in 2026, with multiple events expected to generate significant attention. The run is set to begin with an exhibition in Athens, Greece, against former kickboxing champion Mike Zambides.
Exactly. Battle of the Legends. Floyd Money Mayweather versus Iron Mike Zambides. It's going to be live in Greece, which I believe that is where Iron Mike Zambides is from. And Saturday, June 27th, that is the exact 11-year anniversary of his retirement fight. Yeah, like, look at this guy. So first it was Pacquiao, and then Tyson, and now Zambides. There were so many fights that were rumored for Mayweather to do this year, and because this is happening in June, is he going to fight again after June, or is this the only fight he's going to do this year? Like I said, I don't expect fireworks from this fight. It'll be cool to see Zambides back if you're a K1 or kickboxing fan. It'll be cool to see Floyd Mayweather back if you're a Floyd Mayweather fan. I don't expect either man to get hurt severely in this fight. It's just going to be a display of boxing from two legends of their respective sports.
But that is only the beginning. The schedule is expected to build toward a major exhibition event involving boxing legend Mike Tyson. Unlike the carefully selected legacy fights that defined Mayweather's prime, critics argue these exhibitions appear focused on generating major paydays in a short period.
Now, I know a fight that fans will watch for sure is you and Mike Tyson. How's training going, Floyd? Talk to me all about this as you get ready to get back in that boxing ring once again.
Well, not really training right now.
Not yet.
You know, the fight is in 2026. We still, ironing out everything, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be exciting for the people and the fans.
Are you going in there to put Mike down and like, hey, this is not, we're going to have fun, we're going to throw a few punches, like, I'm taking this seriously and I'm trying to Mike Tyson?
I don't know. I just want to give the fans what they want to see, excitement. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be an exciting event, and people from all around the world is going to enjoy it.
Last time we see you in there, do you think we've got...
I don't know. But I mean, I'm glad that I'm able to just still be able to entertain for the people, and you still get a chance to see it.
The biggest event on Floyd Mayweather's rumored schedule is a proposed rematch with longtime rival Manny Pacquiao. Reports have linked the matchup to September, with speculation that it could take place at the Sphere in Las Vegas. If finalized, the event would mark a major shift from the traditional pay-per-view model, with some reports suggesting streaming platforms could play a central role. Supporters see it as another blockbuster business move, while critics argue it would be driven more by financial opportunity than legacy. Either way, a Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch would instantly become one of the most talked about events in boxing.
Ago in the Oscar De La Hoya fight, but let me just ask you.
Well, if you don't know, I want to tell everybody this: the last time I made 25 million, I made more, but last time I made 25 million was 10 years ago. Wow. I'm not bragging or boasting. I'm just telling the truth. I'm appreciative and thankful. $25 million is still great money.
Sure.
But
it's not Mayweather money.
Well, for the last, I don't know how many years, my guaranteed lowest is be like 32, a little bit over 32. That's my lowest. But you'll also know that in a Canelo fight, You know, I made over $100 million in that fight. And then in a pack, just in 2 fights, Pacquiao and Canelo, those 2 fights, somewhere upwards of 400 million. I mean, probably $400 million or better, and just me and sponsorship money. Leading up to the Pacquiao fight, that week I made somewhere 25 to 30 million.
Wow, that's crazy.
So these are my numbers. You know, they can say Floyd lying all they want to. If I was so desperate and hurting for money, I'll come back.
You still be fighting.
Stephen A. Smith closed with a broader point that has sparked debate across the boxing world. He argued that Floyd Mayweather's emphasis on wealth has influenced a new generation of fighters to focus more on luxury, fame, and massive paydays than on mastering the craft inside the ring. In Smith's view, the sport's technical brilliance, defensive skills, and ring IQ are no longer receiving the same attention they once did. Mayweather built his brand around the idea that money is everything. Now, with so much speculation surrounding his finances, Smith believes many fans are beginning to question what ultimately defines a fighter's legacy beyond wealth.
Potentially make, how much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
How did you get the nickname Money? Did you name yourself Money, or was somebody else?
They just started calling me.
They just started calling it. You always have a lot of money with you.
A little bit.
Yeah, I have a picture of, this is from Instagram. You're on what looks like a private plane, just with a whole...
No, my private.
Your private plane, sorry. With a whole lot of money, and it looks like a couple of bowls of ketchup, maybe, also. How are you eating this money?
Those are cup holders.
Oh, those are cup holders, okay. Sorry, I don't have a private plane.
Oh, you didn't flew on me.
What do you do with all this money? I mean, like, do you actually use it? I mean, are you using the cash?
You know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
How do you even get this much money? What do you do?
Work hard.
I know that. But, like, do you go to the bank and say, I need all of it? I want all of the money in your bank.
No, that's not what you do. You order it. You can order it.
Oh, you can?
And when you order a certain amount, when you order millions of dollars, a Brinks truck comes to your home.
Wow.
Yes.
Why not just drive around in one of those things?
I did. At one particular time, I had a Brinks truck.
You did?
I sold it. Yeah.
Who'd you sell that to?
Another guy who loved money.
Another guy who loved money?
That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming videos. Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.